One of my favorite Christmas memories is when my mother bought me a Bible after she found out I was going to be a minister. The problem with that is she was disappointed that I wasn't going to be a pediatrician.
A favorite Christmas memory would be from my childhood when I received that Cabbage Patch Kid that I never thought I would be able to get, and it was there that Christmas morning.
My favorite Christmas memory is having all the family together. We had all 4 girls together and their partners, as well as our 2 grandkids, and just all the joy and the laughter that we share around the tree and around the table as we share food together.
My favorite Christmas memory is when I was a little boy and I woke up and I got a vertibird rescue ship. That little thing went buzzing around and would get the little guy in the raft. Vertibird rescue ship.
My favorite Christmas memory is one when my sister Cindy decided she would help everybody out by getting up early and opening up all the presents.
I also never found out what happened to my vertibird rescue ship. So somebody has it. I never did find it. Somebody took it.
I know where Jim's Vertibird rescue ship is.
One of my favorite Christmas memories is when I was a little girl, all I wanted for Christmas was a cobalt blue record player. And in the middle of the night, I woke up and it was underneath our Christmas tree. But I wasn't supposed to be awake yet. And I was so sure that my mom was going to take the record player back that I started to cry. And I was like, but I really want that record player. And instead, my mom stayed up the rest of the night with me. And we listened to albums all night long. And it was just perfect.
A favorite Christmas memory for me is the year in which I got my first train set.
My favorite Christmas memory is elaborate Christmas Eve services with all choirs, including the children's choir. And so it was just fun as a kid to be able to participate in Christmas Eve.
Yes, my best memory of Christmas is when my wife and I and our children drove from Cincinnati to South Carolina around the mountains just to meet and greet with families and friends. It was a great time of my life.
One of my favorite Christmas memories is we used to go to my grandparents' house on Christmas Eve in Parma area, Essex area. And I remember opening presents, eating a lot of food. But I remember on the way home, we would all look up in the sky for that red shiny nose. And we tried to find Rudolph. So that's one of my favorites.
My favorite Christmas memory is the scavenger hunts that our parents would send us on to help us find our gifts that we had to do every Christmas morning. And they would create these riddles to help us try to find the clues, and we could never figure it out. But that's one of my favorite Christmas memories.
My favorite Christmas memory was one time when I was a little kid, got up early to see who Santa brought to us. And there was a little puppy dog sitting in a bed. And so I picked up that puppy dog and brought her back to my bed until it was time to get up for Christmas.
One of my favorite Christmas memories comes from just recently in 2020, when we were in the midst of the pandemic. My children weren't letting me see my grandchildren because nobody had been vaccinated and all of that. And so I thought I was going to spend this miserable Christmas by myself, but I had some friends that gathered together, and we got together and we cooked dinner together, and we, each had a little present to open, and it just felt so good not to be alone.
Dear friends in the West Ohio Conference, it is our privilege as your cabinet to greet you. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.